comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Nowhere to run.
Bring the heat. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Backs them into the corner. Throws them down. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Big counter. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. From up above. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. They decide to hang back and rethink their game. KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Pokes with a medium kick. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Grabs him. Gets out of there with the backdash. Burnout activates. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Medium kick. Big throws. Player 2, drive rush to keep it going. Knockdown and just goes for it at this range. Burnout dissipates. Can they keep on him? Perfect parry. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save it. Gets a risky puck. Good decision with that throw. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Flatlines them. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Ooh, what a smart throw. Impact squashed. Both fighters are raring it. Drive rush. Player 1, the low. A quick breather. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. They're all in with a rush. Hits them with a stopping block. Pumps while they're blinking. Both stop. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. No one uses that wall pressure.
Juri.
Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Shows a medium kick. Throws them to negate the block. From up above. Lots of aggression from both sides. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. In a dire situation, they can't burnout. What a finish. Great read on the life gauge there. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Fight.
Rolling Soba. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Air slasher. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Medium kick. Side hustle to start something. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Connects with medium kick. Throw escape. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Side hustle. Looking for a chance. Brushes that off and keeps going. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with the chance to score big here. Jumps up. Gets a risky buff in. Barely all in with a rush. Ooh, what a smart throw. Fake out. Reads the jump in perfectly. Gets the counter hit. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Scuffle. What's next? Closing moments of the match. There's a drive impact. What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight!
Hits the drive. Who's going to... This can lead to some big damage. Pokes with a medium kick. Overhead, but it won't work. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. All in with a rush. Player two is barely hanging on to their last leg save. Player more fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. The low. All the throw connects. Fights back with authority. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? I can't believe it. Big drive gauge difference here with little opens them right up. Player two straight up outplayed them. Talk about a David and Goliath situation. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Checks with a medium kick. Springs forward with a drive rush. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player one is using their drive liberally. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player one needs to deal with this burnout. Brings out the super art. How's it gonna work out for them? Knockdown. KO. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight!
Connects with medium kick. Nice tech. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Decides to buff up while they can. Grabs them. Player one has the life lead. Can they use it? Brushes that off and keeps going. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner. Overdrive jackknife. What burnout? Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player two will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. They're going for the super art. Still slugging it out at this range. Player two is on track to steal this back after that super. The next touch may decide this round. Player two can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Quick medium poke. Doesn't touch the throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Adds a bit of OD spice. This can lead to some big damage. A trade, but they're not worried. All the throw connects. This may turn. Oh, yo! Raw super here? Solid anti-air. Player two, forward rush. Ooh, what a smart flow. They can all in with a rush. A jump? This is gonna hurt. Low heavy, but no go. Amazing. Looking for a hold. It is over. Player two made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Rolling Soba. Pokes with a medium kick. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Puts one in the pocket. The drive parry was successful. Player two will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. All right. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Did well to get the buff in there. Player one is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Knockdown. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely KO. Player two sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round two. Fight!
Turns the drive gauge. Who's going to start things off? The grab misses. Pokes with a medium kick. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on, so they break springs forward with the drive rush. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Bumps up. Checks with a medium kick. Brushes that off and keeps going. One mistake here is all that's needed to finish the round. Smart play with the throw. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they ooh! Burnout activates. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not.
That felt good, didn't it?
Put them on a t-shirt with that finish. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight!
A jump? Crowns him from above. Clean parry. Digs in deep to get that driving. Okay, nobody blink. When all the throw connects. Betting it all on the drive rush. Sticks out a kick. Quick medium pump, nothing stops this train. Punish counter on the action. Huge Sobots got their teeth flatlines on. Player 2 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. Another rematch. These two are really getting into it. Overdrive check. Just out of range for that throw. Does a good job of pushing back. Player 1 parries the jump in to shut it down. Taking stock. Okay, creating some space here. Had the radar up and running. Life lead opens up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us jump KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Goes for the jump in to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Gets carried to the corner. Player 1 has a slight life lead. That combo did decent to hit them with a stop and pop. One mistake here is all that's needed. A good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Doesn't miss a beat. Anti-air in the clutch. Player 2 finishes with the throw. Player 2 played with a lot of heart to pull off a tremendous win. Definitely one to watch. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that win back. Decides to buff up while they can. The throw misses. Player 1 with the life lead. Knockdown. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. They're jostling for the dom down to the wire. Beats it up with a combo into super. Checks him with the projectile. No more drive gauge. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Life lead opens up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Medium kick. Are we going to see some fireworks here? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Finding it tricky to manage their drive. There's an overdrive arc. Checks with a medium kick. Spin blows. A quick breather. Hits them with a stop and pop. Looks like they both relied a lot on their drive arcs. Both fighters planning something? Experiencing burnout. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Going in? Ooh, does them dirty. Player 2, hit. The drive impact doesn't work. closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. A rare chance here. They gotta do something. What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
Ooh, what a smart throw! Who's going to steal this win? Oh man, this is a scary ball. The throw connects. Clutch anti-air. Overhead attack. Player one with the rhythm. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Turning it right up with a super. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
That felt good, didn't it?
Put them on a t-shirt with that finish. Player one was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Down to the wire. Picture perfect punish counter. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Player two is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Likely, the punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. All right, what's coming up next? Player two in trouble with no drive. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. One shot is all both fighters need to close this out. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Both fighters are weighing their options. Springs forward with the drive rush. Taking stock. Are they thinking about how to steal this round? Player two, a gutsy fireball gives them the round. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight!
Goes for the jump in to start. Good read with that throw escape. Checks with a medium kick. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Take out! Overhead. Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset this. They're going for the super art. Jumps up. Smart play with the throw. Player two is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Have they noticed the drive gauge gap? Both of our combatants are the low's blocked. Dashes up. Anti-air in the clutch. Crowns them from above. Can they use their resources wisely to pick? Oh my God, they just chumped it up. Pops off the tank and scores the win. Player two faced a giant and walks away unscathed. What a win!
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight?
Bring the heat. Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Puts one in the pocket. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Goes for the throw. The Boo-Ha's stock to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Drive gauge is at the limit for both fighters. Player two is in burnout. Drives off the table. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Gets the jump in. Throws them to negate the block. This is the perfect takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. They don't need to go for anything big. The punish counter gives them a great opening here. Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player one with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. A trade, but they're not worried. Hits them with a stopping bot. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Gets a risky buff in. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Connects with medium kick. Will that parry change the momentum of this match? Jumps up. Their drive gauges are looking bare. Air slasher. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Clutch parry. Reversal. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player two needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Closing moment. Blocks the low kick. There's a burnout. Hits them with a quick low kick. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Decides not to rush in without a plan. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Medium kick. Both all in with a rush. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Connects with the throw. Both fighters planning something? Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with they can't squander this punish counter chance. Scuffle. Oh, here we go. A jump knocked them out of the air. Player one is barely hanging on to their last bit of drive. Wow, sat and waiting for this opening. There's a drive impact. Ooh, you never know what's good decision with that throw. Okay, here we go. Noticeable life lead. Gotta do better than that. Lays down a side hustle. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Things are very tense as this exchange continues. Excellent block. Will they go all in without drive? Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? Are you kidding me? Player two, straight up outplayed them. Talk about a David and Goliath situation. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Checks with a medium kick. There's an overdrive arc. Connects with medium kick. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Takes a trip. Player two needs to deal with this burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Life lead opens up. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Knockdown. Medium kick hits. Recovers from burnout. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Gets them. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight!
Hits them with a stopping bomb. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Jumps? Player one will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Jumps up. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Their drive blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player one holding. Yo, put that away. Quick breather. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Can they create an opportunity for them? Experiencing burnout. Going in. Checks with a medium kick. There's a burnout. Sai Hasho. Loads up above. Looking for a hook. What a finish! Player two faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. The cross-up's good. What are they thinking here? Starts off Tony with fireballs. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Did well to get the buff in there. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Rips the slasher out. Shows the medium kick. Side hustle to start something. A quick breather. Hanging on for dear life, springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 will have to fight back here without any drive. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Burn up, the projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent.
Round 2. Fight.
Medium kick hits. Who's going to start things off? Parries the attack. Still very early in the round. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Takes a trip. Burnout activates. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. But super art? Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure. Jumps? Barely blocks the jump in. Experiencing burnout. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing.
Juri.
Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Misses the drive impact. All right, what's coming up next? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. The timing was on point with that parry. This is the perfect super art. Sunrise Festival. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Here we go.
This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Dashes forward. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 1, there's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Dashes up. Genius read. Jumps. Drive rush to keep it going. That combo did decent damage. Going in. Risky up close scrap still going. Breaks their guard with the throw. Here comes the mix-up. Player 2 not going anywhere. Player hits him with a stop and pop. Burnout activates. Knocked him out of the air. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Like drops him hard. Closes it out. Player 2 made all the right moves. And this experience is only gonna make them stronger. Are these two gonna fight forever? How is this rematch going to play out? Are we gonna witness a blow up here? Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Puts one in the pocket. The throw is escaped. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Did well to get the buff in there. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Player 1 blazing through that drive gauge to try and set the pace. Takes a trip. Can't tech the throw. Decides to buff up while they can. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Down to the wire. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Lands the forward throw. The corner pressure continues, experiencing burnout. Player one will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. They're backed up into the corner. Player one, perfect KO. They were in full control there. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? This is crucial. The opening round is about to begin. Will the drive parry here open things up for them? Lots of aggression from both sides. Both fighters are looking at near empty drive gauges. Not much drive to work with at the moment. Did well to get the buff in there. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the KO? Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Who's going to start converts the opening impact into a punish counter? Up into the air off the just rule. Buffs up. Blocks the impact. Player two will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Big opportunity now in this corner. A quick breather. Checks with a medium kick. Medium kick. They were right to be on guard there. Player two has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Are we going to see a comeback here? Sai-Hasho! Raw critical. What's going to happen? Clean parry, medium kick. Last round, people. Both fighters got to go all in from this one.
Final round. Fight.
Sticks out a kick, reads the jump in perfectly. Blocks it. That feeling out phase is drops him hard. Player two has the super gauge advantage. And whips, they're wide open. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Amazing. Player one can't knew the throw is coming. What's next? Medium kick. Sai-Hasho to start something? Solid anti-air! Sai-Hasho! Loads up a buff? Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Anti-air in the clutch! Touch the fireball to continue their hold over their zone. Buffs while they're blinking. What? Clutch anti-air. Player two, low heavy. Dangerous range here. Okay, here we go. Denies the jump in attempt. Player two delivers the upset. That's one for the replay.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. That's a counter. Sticks the combo. Gonna pay for telegraphing that jump in. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Goes air to air to deny them a chance. They get the wall splat, and now the opponent is defenseless. Knockdown. Neither of them willing to back off. Player two is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Did well to get the buff in there. Reads their mind and techs the throw. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Takes a big opening ready to be taken advantage of after that parry. Sai-Hasho to start something? Oh god, this is tense. Sneaks in the throw. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Connects with medium kick. They were right to be on guard there. Nails the anti-air. Rolling Soba. Brushes that off and keeps going. Super Art onto overdrive jackknife. Going in. Oh, burnout triggered. Goes for the jump in. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Switches it up. Still scrapping for control of the space. Ooh, you never know what can happen. Solid anti-air. Player 1 will look to... They're stunned. All they need to do is get enough damage to finish it. What more fuel to the fire? Cook them up. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
That felt good, didn't it?
Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Brushes off the impact. Puts one in the pocket. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Taking stock. Big counter. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Projectile to try and change the situation. Nice tech. Parries the projectile. Holds out with the block. Down to the wire. Heading into the end game now. Burnout activates. That souped up Sobot smokes them extra hard. The low doesn't connect. Big low attack to pick up the win this round. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Spending that drive gauge. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up? The throw misses. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Took him to the corner in a flash. Ooh, brushes that off and keeps going. They are really going at burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Finishes with the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
Big parry. Checks with a medium kick. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. With super arts into play, it's really anything but reads the jumping perfectly. Shoots their shot. There's the drive impact. Putting the cherry on top. Sits him down with the super. Now that's how you take a round. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 2 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger.
Comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Nowhere to run.
Bring the heat. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Who's going to break the silence first? Knockdown. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. A battle of egos on display here as neither fighter wants to give up any ground. Saw that low heavy coming. All right, what's coming up next? Neither of them willing to back off here. The low heavy hits. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Holds out with the block. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Hopes with a medium kick. Gets him. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Jumps in. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Shows a medium kick. Still scrapping for control of the space. Smart play with the throw. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Oh, burnout triggered. It's a good spot. Use the super. The super hits and this looks like it's gonna kill.
That felt good, didn't it?
There it is. They knew it'd be enough. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
You're fun.
Fight round. Fight.
Starts things and hits them with a stopping block. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the... Oh! Putting the cherry on top! Lands the super arm, drives it back, misses! And it is, and whiffs! They're wide open! Throws them! Player 2 is on the brink of disaster! Here comes the corner pressure! Oh, the throw connects! Amazing! Oh man, this is a scary range! Oh, here we go! Catches them out! I called it! I called it! Gets the counter. They are done! Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money!
Round 1.
It's not over yet! Best believe it's time for that run back! Clutch, anti-air! Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Checks with a projectile. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Super meter is looking bare right now. Will they try to hang back to stock up or continue fighting? All right, what's coming up next? Uses the parry. We're at the halfway point of the round, and both fighters should be well past the warm-up phase. Our fighters should be warmed up now. Expect both fighters to crank it up a bit now that we're halfway through the round. The attack is parried. Did well to get the buff in there. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure. In there! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Brushes that off and keeps going. A quick breather. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Breaks the block with a throw. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Gets a risky puff in. Sai-Hasho shows the medium kick. The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the match. Trolling Soba springs forward with the drive rush. They gotta press here to take advantage of this drive gap. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Perfect parry. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Come on, it's either now or never. Okay, here we go. Player 2 needs to use their drive moves to have any chance of a comeback. A real test of nerves here. Drive rush to keep it going. Both sides getting ready. Escapes the round by the skin of their teeth. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Tries to throw but doesn't connect. Player 1 is using their drive liberally. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Player 2 chases them down. Decides to buff up while they can. Below heavy hits. Did well to get the buff in there. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use the experiencing burnout. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Fight.
Smart play with the throw. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Big blows. Player 2 has a slight life lead. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Pokes with a medium kick. Both fighters planning something? Buffs up. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Side hustle to start something? They return to center stage. Gets a risky buff in. Player experiencing burnout. Checks with a medium kick. All in with a rush. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Who's gonna take it? They gotta go. Both turns out. Checking with the fireball. Oh, kisses the fireball. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Hits them with a stop and block. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this match will turn out. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Knockdown. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Nails the anti-air. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Medium kick hit. Player 2 has depleted their drive game, but they are still within range to win this round. In there! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
There's an overdrive on. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Medium kick. Scrapping it out up close. Knockdown. Hits him with a stop and pop. Bull baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Up into the air off the just cool. Medium kick hits. Connects with medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Oh yeah! Saw that coming. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. A quick breather. Some odds for the critical arm. Wait, what? Are they actually dead?
Such a lovely game.
No way, that win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Fight round. Fight.
Open tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. That combo didn't seize the overhead coming. Connects with medium kick. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Player 2 is looking crowns him from above. This can lead to some big damage. A jumping, this is gonna hurt. Player 2, the overhead denied. Fights back with authority. What a finish!
Juri.
Woo! I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Round 1.
Another rematch. These two are really getting into it. The first round begins. The drive impact doesn't work. Rips the slash around. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Puts one in the pocket. Still slugging it out here. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Had the radar up and running. Good parry here to try and make something happen. Takes a trip. Uses the parry. Can't tech the throw? Taking stock. Parries the projectile. Left off the projectile to waste time. Player 1 chases them down. Oh, ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Saihasho? A parry? Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Air slasher! That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Oh, could be the start of something. Medium kick hits. Barely blocks the jumping. Both fighters planning something? Rips the slash around. Drive rush to keep it going. Checks with a medium kick. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Midway through the round, expect to see our fighters settle into their grooves. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Drive time! Quick breather. Lots of full hop bank and plenty of avenues to race through. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Knockdown and... rips the slash around. You gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Time's almost up. Gotta hurry. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Oh, they changed sides. Ugh, scuff them. Immediate burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player 1 can't use any drop. Escapes the round by the skin of their teeth. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Who's going to steal this? Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Still slugging it out at this range. Buffs up. Loads up a buff? Ooh, what a smart throw. How did they read that throw? Player 2 throws them. Gets him with a Euro step. Dangerous range here. Catches them out. Ugh, this is a complete... There's a burnout. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. A real... Are you kidding